So we're away again with number 33 of the Something About Haggis podcast. Now that Banjo's finally decided to grace us with his
I was ready before all yous.
away in shite. You thought it was the
excuse
morn.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Aye, what was it he said? I was like, oh, we're recording today. He's like, I thought, oh, sorry, man, I thought it was the morn. What time were we recording it? I thought 12, like we said. For fuck's sake, I was thinking 5. And I was like, didn't you read the message when you said, it's fine if we record at 12? And he's like, oh, I usually just skim them. Oh, cool.
Thanks for that. He was responding and all, being like, oh, this, that, the next time, whatever. And you're like, aye, cool, right, that's fine. Nah, doesn't even take it in at all.
I was, you went for a fag, and then he got himself a drink of juice, and I'm sitting here
I was
ready.
waiting on you setting up.
I'm ready.
No, you weren't.
You weren't at the time.
Anyway.
How's lockdown treating you boys?
Same as last week, mate.
Looks a bit thrawn.
You know what I mean? Like we kind of we touched on it last week where we were like, it's kind of shite doing the podcast today because it's like we literally have fuck all to say. It's not even like, oh, I was at work and this funny thing happened, or I was out and seen this part. Like, it's just, I'm just sitting in the house, innit, and watching the world burn out my window.
Well, have I got some news for you?
Oh, here we go. This will be good. Is it more good news like you order things on Amazon?
Yes.
Had a wank.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
I drew my wee piggy bank. Did anybody see it? I painted it, sorry.
You painted a piggy bank. That was your fun, exciting thing of the week.
Did you not see it?
I did. I didn't care at the time.
See. Fucking
Mate,
loved
see if
it.
there was a dislike button on Facebook, it would have got disliked.
No, everybody even messaged me and was like, "Mate, that's fucking brilliant." I was like, "Well, thank you. I appreciate that."
I love it how everybody talks to Banjo as if he's an 8-year-old because no other 24-year-old actually has a fucking piggy bank. You keep going, son. You just done really well there. You just keep doing you.
Yeah, I can't even save
Fucking
money to
hell.
put in it. Like, it's mere for
saving all your
decoration.
pennies for Santa coming in that.
Get yourself down the shop and buy
was-
yourself a wee pick and mix when it's full.
It was SpongeBob. I painted SpongeBob.
It did not look like SpongeBob.
It
I'll
did.
say that.
Oh, so you
Fuck
did
off.
see
No,
it then?
didn't.
You did see it.
I did see it.
Aye,
That's what I
see?
said. I would have if
you love
Facebook
it.
had a dislike button.
You love it.
I would have fucking disliked
A
it.
vomit
loved it,
emoji.
Well, I'm going to buy another one, and I'm going to paint Patrick, and then I'm going to start selling them because they're brilliant.
Nobody will buy it.
I'll get Squidward and
I
I guarantee. I bet
Mate,
you. I bet you.
you'll meet in Deke.
I bet I can fucking sell that for a $5.
Right, you owe me and Deke 60% of that because you've just promoted it on the podcast. That's how it works. So this can.
It's actually 33.3333%.
I'm sorry. How much money did you put in to get this started?
What was that thing I paid for, like the thingy? Hi Ty, hello. The dog's just walked in.
I figured that.
He's all warm and stuff because he's been in the sun.
What are the chances
You're not allowed
of
up
that
here.
when it's hot?
Down. Get down. Don't pee. Hey.
Don't pee. Nice.
No.
Banjo.
He's pissing. That's him.
Hello. Hello. Look at you.
See how he's talking to that dog? That's how I imagine his mum and
Goodie
dad talk to him.
Yeah, it's good, you but. Hey.
That's how everybody spoke to him after he posted the picture about the piggy bank. Oh, yes, I know.
Go find Blue Bear. Go. Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
So is that gotta be your
Sorry, I'm
second beer
back.
for your OnlyFans page then? Is you get a
back.
fucking hand painted piggy bank?
Mate, that took me like
Is it-
fucking
wait, is
6
that-
hours.
Is that what you were wanting the paint for last week?
What?
Mind last week when we were organising to sit down, you were like, I need to pick up paint at like 1 o'clock. Is that what the paint was for?
No, no. That was paint to paint outside the house.
Oh, right. I was going to say.
I know, it was, but see, every time I jump onto the bus to get something off my dad, and like the bus will be full or whatever, and then I'll jump on, I'll give dad like a banana and a bottle of water, and he'll give me like dog food or whatever it is, and every time I'm like, oh, thanks driver, and then have you ever seen that video on Facebook where it's like, bye driver, bye, bye, sitting screaming at him on the bus, and he's doing it back to me, man. It's fucking hilarious. The whole bus is like, what the fuck is going on?
Apparently the driver's just out of the fucking Crichton on day release.
I know, it's class. It's class. But I guarantee I can sell that fucking. If anybody wants to buy my piggy bank, it's SpongeBob. It's on Instagram. I'll put it on the Instagram. It was on my Facebook story, Snapchat, Instagram, and just hit me up, give me a message if you want to buy it. Sell it for a £5.
Can I buy it off you?
No, because you'll smash it. Because I'll be fucking gutted.
Well worth the £5 just to watch him fucking cry.
Mum and Dad keep winding me up and be like, "Oh, we just gave your piggy bank to the wee next door neighbour last year." I was like, "Fucking better not have."
No, that'd be a nice thing to do.
No,
Ken.
fuck, man.
Somebody that would appreciate it
No, I'm
instead of being a 24-year-old with a fucking piggy bank.
Mate, it took me hours. Like,
it'd be quite funny watching him try to wrestle a 6-year-old and lose for a piggy bank.
Did you buy the piggy bank specifically to paint it, or?
yeah,
Oh my fucking.
it came with paint though.
Okay. Oh, that's not so bad if it came with the paint.
I know. I didn't go out to the wee arts and crafts store and bought paint with it.
Shut me, innit?
So I'm going to buy another one and with different colours because I had to mix colours. And I did, man.
That's how painting
Fucking
works.
hell,
Well, it gave me all the primary colours.
Listen to Bob Ross over here.
I was like, how do I get like a light brown and how do I get purple? Well, I didn't need purple, but it kept coming up purple. But then I mixed it and eventually got my brown.
He's mixing red and blue. Why is this purple? Why purple?
It was, man. It was coming up purple. And then,
Like what?
and then I had to add like white and.
That's what happens when you mix red and blue.
I didn't care what was going on with it, man. It was fucking. But I eventually got it.
What happened, Sean? What happens when you mix blue and yellow?
Well, I know that because when I used to get my hair bleached and I jumped into a swimming pool, the chlorine would turn my hair green, so it turns green.
Nice.
So when I was
Wait, you
meant to
used
be
to
walking
bleach your
about,
hair?
big stripe.
What, like
right
the
down
guys from
middle.
NSYNC? Or like frosted tips and that?
Oh no, mine was worse. Mine was like a skunk stripe.
No, they look good compared to me.
I know. So it used to turn my hair green.
Nice.
Why the fuck?
Have you
Fools.
seen the card for fucking UFC 249 by the way?
I have.
What a
It's
card.
quite disappointing though.
Fuck off. That is a fucking belter of a card.
No,
Didn't get me wrong.
Rose is off. Like that's who I was wanting to see.
Yeah,
Her
it's kinda
big
sucks that Rose isn't
return.
fine.
Yeah.
I've not actually seen the card.
Well, you've got
I did see it. I see it in passing.
You've got, like,
and then I was like,
Tony Ferguson v Justin Gaethje. That's a
Ugh.
fight.
Is it tonight?
No, it's next week. Like for
Oh,
when
is
we're
it?
recording this. Yeah, it's next Saturday.
Ooh.
So that'll be Saturday the 9th
Yeah.
of May.
What are we doing? Are we getting
Cejudo,
like a big?
Dominic Cruz for
getting
the bantamweight title.
Yeah. And Ngannou versus some guys
Ooh,
that I can't say.
Yarzino Rosenstruck. That's got to be
Is,
a fun. That's a
is that the
brawl.
guy who burst Hingy's lip?
Aye. Both of
That'll
them
be an
have
absolute machine,
starched fucking. What's his name? Is it Curtis
Overeem.
Blades? One of them starched Curtis Blades, and the other one's starched Alistair Overeem.
And Ngannou done over him.
It was Rosenstruck's a fucking monster, man.
Did you see what fucking was it? Overeem done to Blades.
Yeah.
Like he had top control and he started elbowing him in the face, and it goes from like being a normal looking face that's been punched for a bit to just bright red, and there's blood fucking everywhere. I was
Looks like
holy
someone at a
mate.
Resident Evil game.
Cowboys fighting Pettis as well.
Yeah, it's
Aye, see that's in the
main for the
prelims.
Mate, the prelims are stacked.
Yeah.
Oleanik versus Fabricio, Esparza versus Michelle Watterson, fucking dime piece.
Oh.
Uriah Hall Souza.
There's a lot of things in the card what could literally be main events, man.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 fights that you could say is the main event.
Yeah.
Maybe not all like numbered main events, but like a fight night main
Yeah.
event.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
Yeah, that was a good card. I'll maybe sit up and watch that. It depends about work and shit. I didn't really care what's happening, but
Aye,
Fuck
'cause you-
work, man. I'm staying up anyway.
Aye, because you got an email, didn't you? To be like, anybody want to volunteer to come back to work?
I was in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
They were like, "We're looking for 25 folk or something like that," and then they're going to be doing like PPE and this shit. And I was
my
like,
work's
I can't
done
get a
that.
lift, mate.
Yeah,
My
the
work's
last
opened
person I
back
spoke
up
to
doing
said
that.
there was 3 folk have volunteered for it.
I think Kev said that they had about 12 folk or
Oh,
something,
did they?
but I'm not sure. I don't know. But-
Carl Maddox, stop being a fucking try-hard and ass kisser.
I can't get a lift, so
I,
I'm like,
I can't
oh.
even remember who else was on the list of folk that I knew had volunteered.
can I.
I just Ken Carroll was there and I was like, dick.
Kev said to me, and I was like, well, what you got to do? You know what I mean?
Well, I think you're actually better just staying at home and following the government guidelines, to be honest. Hog.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, like 25 folk. I really didn't care how that's going to accomplish much. Yeah, like, knowing how much needs done in each department, having only 25 folk there, I feel like not going to get much done anyway. But I don't know what they need.
It's not like they're going to be working hard anyway. They're just going to be skiving.
Well, that's what I said to Kev. I was like, based on the fact that like buses are down to like fucking Sunday service or whatever, and there's like hardly any trains in that running, that's like mainly the shit that we do. So surely the contracts will be like redistributed or whatever. Like the goals for the contracts will be like changed and altered based on that, because I can't imagine like buses and trains will be running like normal for a while yet anyway. Yeah. So it's like I don't know how much they need, but at the same time I'm like, how much can you actually do with 25 folk?
My work's got 16 folk back in on day shift.
Aye. Aye, well that's what they're saying at GBM. It's no shifts or fuck all, it's just all 8 till 4:30.
Aye,
so like,
that's what we're doing, like. But man, I don't know. We're not getting paid shift allowance if we go back, so I'm like, well, fuck that.
You're not working shift.
Aye, well, I'm getting paid shift allowance now, so that's an extra. That's an extra 20% of my wage now.
Yeah.
And if I go back, I'm going to be losing that 20%. But if they ask us to go on, like, if I'm working normally and then they ask us to go on to day shift, we still get our shift allowance because they've asked us. But
well, somebody had said to me about like the going back and stuff is like, essentially what you're doing is like the folk that going back are working for £2.50 an hour. Okay, I mean, or roughly about that, because everybody else is getting like 80% of their wage.
Yeah.
So really, you're only getting that extra 20% an hour for being at work. Whereas for taking the loss of 20%, you can do whatever the fuck you want all day, every day.
Well, I'm only getting 64%.
How are you only getting 64?
I don't know.
Mate, we've been through this.
They've went through some loopholes, I think.
But I don't know. Like I was talking to Kev and I was saying, like when they try to get everybody back like full time kind of thing or whatever, I think what they're going to end up doing is have like, say there's like 100 folk at GBM, they'll have like effectively 2 shifts of 50, where it's going to end up being like 50 folk work one week and then 50 folk work the next kind of thing. I think they'll end up doing some shit like that, and like before they can actually go back to like full time. But fuck knows, man. I don't think anybody. It's the same thing that we've said every fucking week for about 6 weeks. Nobody cares what the fuck is happening.
Can you get paid off whilst on furlough?
No, I don't think so. No, unless if they've got these schemes that are stopping businesses from folding and shit. But I think you can't get paid off unless like the business folds totally, which I've not looked into it, but whatever.
So I couldn't just get a text and be like, "Aye, Sean, you're paid off. Sorry, pal."
No, you shouldn't be.
Probably no.
Somebody was telling me that like 2 weeks before lockdown, his sister was like, I'm leaving my job. I'm fuck with this. I'm like moving back down the road or whatever. Cause like she stays in Glasgow now. So she'd handed her notice in, and then 2 weeks later the lockdown came in, and they were like, "Well, you've handed your notice in, and you're shit out of luck." And she'd like no way of getting down the road. And like had like her rent and everything to pay, so she's like, I no longer have savings. Shit like that, like that's fucking brutal. And then apparently she's fair off because she can get she's getting universal credit in like a week or something like that. She's just really excited to be able to eat again.
Fucking hell. You were saying that as well, Banjo. There was a boy that left your work right before it happened or whatever.
Aye, the week before he handed his notice in. I think we shut down on the Tuesday and he was meant to finish on the Friday, so I'm guessing he's not going to be getting the fucking pay. Fucking money's a dick anyway.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Who?
I don't know.
Who was it fucking... somebody had just started and they were like, well, like you've not done like your lie week or whatever, so like we're
that was at GBM, was it not?
I don't know where it was. I can't mind.
Fuck knows. I didn't really pay attention.
Well, they were like, well, you've not done like your lie week or like your whatever, so we're like,
trial on that.
So like we can't pay you, or like we didn't get the money back for that basically. And then after a couple of weeks, they were like, right, okay, we'll give you like some wage. And then 2 days before he was meant to get paid, they were like, we're changing it again to like you're getting nothing. Checked his bank account on payday. They gave him £3.99, and I was like, "That's a that's a bigger kick in the dick than getting nothing." You know what I mean?
Get yourself a cooked wee chicken.
That's fucking ignorant. Like, I'd
Get yourself a meal deal, son. And a pack of sweeties.
honestly, I'd rather have nothing than that $3.99. Like, what the fuck am I doing with that?
You could almost buy Banjo's piggy bank.
How depressing's that?
Fucking hell. A fortnight of
Christ,
fucking
man.
apparently getting paid, and all you can afford is a fucking shitey piggy bank that looks like it's paid by somebody in playgroup, man.
He wishes he could afford that.
This is a fucking
Fucking
high value
hell.
art piece.
Jesus Christ.
Gotta be a
I'm
collector's-
gonna get Patrick.
It's gotta be a collector's item.
It is, man. It is.
Is it?
Kim, what else I've ordered? Oh, other good news. Fucking,
Alright, here we go.
my shirt came. Bought another shirt off River Island. That came. And
Nice.
so I got
Super proud of you, man.
that. And ordered stuff off Wish. I think that was the same stuff what I told you about. That still not came, obviously. So that'll come after lockdown probably. So then I'll get that, and then I've ordered paint by numbers. Did
You
I?
ordered what?
Paint by number, basically, like, it segments everything off so that you like paint all the number 2s brown, paint all the number 3s orange.
Yeah.
It's,
What, like a colouring book?
pretty much.
Aye, but it's a big painting thing, and it's like it comes up like this amazing. I got a monkey wearing headphones. Like
I'd
Ken
maybe
that.
Camden with the
Oh
amazing.
yeah, I've seen something like that on, like, it was an ad on Instagram
Aye,
or some shit.
aye,
Except I think it was like, yeah,
That-
it was a digital version. I think I saw.
And
It's literally a colouring book. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
essentially.
So I've got that. I got my nieces into, and that came me like over £50. So that was
How much?
over 50 for three.
For how many?
But to Ken, what they did though, which was sneaky as fuck.
Ripped you off?
Aye,
What?
it was.
That's
sneak-
what they did.
It was
By the sounds of
It
it.
was sneaky as fuck because they were like, "Oh right, you fucking."
It was sneaky as fuck because they were like, it's 17 quid each, and you were like, I can't add, so that can't be more than 20 quid.
Well, aye, it came to that, but it was like, what was it? It was like, oh, you've subscribed to this, so we get a spam you email, so here's 20% off. I was like, nice one, or like 15% off, and then they hit me with another one saying, here's 10% off because we love you. I was like, nice one, and then it said
'Cause we
like,
love you.
and it said, what was it? Anything over £50 free delivery. I was like, oh, spot on. So I went on it.
So
added
you just
something on
kept spending more money because you thought you were saving money in the long run.
No, well, what happened was I
Nice.
went to checkout and then I put in the codes and it was like, right, 15% off, gave me that, and then I was like, oh, I'll add the 10 yen onto it too. And they were like, no, only one. I was like, alright, sound. So I went to checkout and they're like, oh, because your discounts dropped you below £50, we have to fucking charge you delivery. So that came to like £60. So I was like, well, what the fuck? So then I tried to use the 10%, yeah, and that never worked either. So then I just couldn't use the discounts and then just had to get free delivery, which worked the cheapest.
Banjo, I'll be honest, I stopped listening about 10 minutes ago.
So watch out for that scam.
Watch it for that scam.
Yeah, I mean,
Guys
Fuck
and girls.
off, that scam. That's not a scam.
That fucking is a scam.
Is it? Fuck.
What did you get, Banjo? A monkey?
Yeah, I got Ken the monkey with the headphones.
Oh, musical monkey.
I don't
And
know.
you paid how much? $40?
Yeah, it was in dollars, yeah.
$40 for that,
I don't know. I got 3 of them.
mate.
Not the same ones. I got
Is it the monkey with the
heat?
headphones on?
Aye.
The one that looks like absolute shit.
Aye. Well, I didn't want to get that yet, but my sister said that she would hang it up if I painted it.
How much did you pay for that?
I don't know.
Wait, this one?
It's
Is this the one you're looking at?
It's the monkey turned away to the side with the headphones on it. It's got a couple specks of like different colours on it.
Yeah, on its face.
Yeah.
Aye.
You
Yeah.
paid £18 for that, and you've got to date yourself.
Yeah.
Mate, I'd date for you for 15.
So yeah, I got
The headphones aren't even straight. Oh man, that is.
yeah, no, I don't like that one, but you get really good ones, like. But I didn't want.
I'm not about that. Like,
You get really
Um,
good gins though, so I bought the one that I think shit.
I bought a shite.
Well, my sister said that like if I got that one, then she would hang it up if I painted it, because Mum and Dad said that they wouldn't hang any of my
What, on the
paintings
fridge
up.
with a magnet?
There are some really cool ones,
Yeah, see,
I'll give you that.
aye, see.
but that the end you've got shit, and I feel like at the same time,
I
like
don't even think that's got how it
from-
looks when you finish it.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. See, I've been like we were talking about a little bit. I've been drawing and shit like that, and fucking about with like paint and stuff.
Yeah.
it's nice to have an idea, but see, to get it to look the way that you want it to look, especially if you're copying something, very fucking difficult.
But it gives you different shades in that. Like it won't just be like yellow, red, blue. It'll be like here's a darker yellow, here's a lighter one.
Yeah, Banjo, I know. But
paint works.
The thing is, Banjo, right? You're not a painter.
Did you not see my piggy bank?
Aye.
We'll see how it goes. That's all I'm saying. Because it's a lot like that's what the one thing that I've learned, and it sounds stupid to say, it is way fucking harder than it looks.
Oh fuck
yeah.
Like, but see, even like this monkey that you've got right now. Look, I'll make a note, so I'll post the thing in the description so folk can see it. The thing is, it looks easy because it's like, it's not kind of, there's no like dead straight lines or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a realistic piece, so you'd be like, it's easy. I guarantee you that'll be fucking. It'll not look like that.
I know
because it's going to be fucking solid.
There's this deer one what I really wanted. It was like a deer made up of triangles and that looked pretty easy.
Oh, a geometric one.
Yeah. It looked really nice, like, and I was like, that's probably.
It's like
easier.
them tattoos that everybody gets.
Aye.
Yeah.
So I wanted that one, but I got my niece's. Them's a pug trying to reach a biscuit on a table. That one's cool, and another one's a rabbit.
You're such a Wayne, man. Get away.
It was so I think
I got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one and a Ben 10 one.
There is some really cool ones on here.
See?
But I would have thought you would have got the up and away one. Did you know the Up House?
I seen that.
Oh mate, I don't.
There's a.
That one's cool as well. There's actually a lot.
Type in panda ones. Like the panda one looks well good. Like a couple panda ones.
I'm alright.
And
there is some cool ones.
See? Yeah. Mum and dad said that they wouldn't hang any up because, like, yeah. So, but my sister said that if I got that one, she would hang it up. So I had to get that one.
I'll maybe try and do that. Right. Alright, cool. Let's not just talk about things that people can see.
I'll put it on the Instagram.
No, I'll post the link for the monkey one in the description, and I'll post the link to Paint by Numbers if you two want to get ripped off.
Yeah.
If you want to get ripped off, check this out.
Check this out. Not paid. Mate, see if we got a sponsor off that. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, we just said that it's a total rip-off.
Just like saying
if they sponsor us, then we'll be like, it's actually really a great service, and you should use it all the time.
But if I can paint it well, then anybody can. So
mate,
it should be a sponsor.
Painting's tough. Painting is fucking tough. What kind of paints is it? Do you know?
I don't know, but it had like different shades of like yellow and orange and stuff.
Oh, is that?
What kind of paint is it? Lists colours.
It has colour in it, Hog. Right.
It's like number 20 to 25 is like all yellows, but they're all different. Same way, like yeah.
That's how colour works when you get to it. That's another thing I've been learning about. Do you know how you like red, yellow, blue?
Yeah.
See, when you get into paint, it's like phthalo blue and ultramarine blue and brilliant red and like all these like different tiny shades of fucking colour, and you're like, mate, this is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like especially mixing them, and you're like, bro, what?
It's like makeup too, innit?
I don't know, mate. I didn't wear makeup.
For like lassies, they're like, oh, what do you think of these two red lipsticks? I was like, they're exactly the same.
Oh, yeah. I know.
They're the same, are they not?
I thought you meant about mixing fucking makeup. I was like, like what?
Sticking a fucking eyeliner in your foundation and that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't fucking know. Well,
yeah. Making yourself look like Bobo the Clown.
Makeup's fucking expensive, hey?
I couldn't believe it, man.
Everything's expensive.
No wonder they lock it off in Tesco's after like 10 o'clock. Because I would be stealing it too. Like fucking £30 an eyeliner. Like fucking right. Fuck that.
It's fucking shocking.
I used to play
everything for a lassie seems to be expensive, like beauty wise, like haircuts and shit like that. It's like, see when a lassie tells you how much they paid for a haircut, you're like, bro, you got fucking ripped off. Like
it's always like over £100.
Aye, like even like see when folk are like, oh, I paid like 60 quid for this, and I'm like, mate, they just cut it. Like what?
I have to say, actually, I've got a newfound respect for like barbers and that. Like I feel like I'm ripping them off now. I'll never not leave a tip again, which I normally do, but
I always leave £2 tip.
Leaving it.
My haircut comes to £8.
I'll see. Normally, I'll leave like I don't know. Say it's like 12. I'll just leave 20 quid and be like, fuck it, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
That's what I do.
Because like I got Emma to cut mine the other night. Fuck me. It's fine, but like there's bits that
fuck me. Bet you're not gonna near me again. Just shave her eyebrow off, man. But that's what you fucking get.
No, Ken, what it was like like
a hair for a hair,
but it's like Ken, like ruin your ears and that. Ken, you can normally get like a bare blade with like a pair of clippers or whatever, just to kind of shave it down and that. Nah, we didn't.
Can we see it? Can you send me a picture? No. Because my mum and dad kept going to me and they're like, what the fuck's that on your neck? I was like, what?
Oh, that's just your heat.
And apparently the back of my neck looks like fucking Chewbacca.
Get shaved, you vulgar beast.
It's the back of my neck, man.
I usually didn't get a haircut like for ages anyway, unless there's shit going on. So when I go, I'm like, you're cutting off a lot more than usual, so I'm just like, fuck it, and I just give them 20 quid and I'm like, keep the change.
I only get 3 or 4 a year. Usually.
I get one every month.
Barely get that. I barely get one a year. I'm just like, whatever.
There's folk that can every week to get their hair cut, and I'm like, it's not making a difference in that time, surely.
No, it's not.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, in a month it grows a centimetre on average.
So folk are getting a quarter of a centimetre taken off. 2.5 mil they're getting taken off their hair. No, it's not making a difference. Get a fucking grip.
It's fucking stupid, man.
I get mine done every 4 weeks.
My stepfather's like that too. I think he gets his done every 4 or 5 weeks as well.
I've no time for
I enjoy it though, man. I like it.
You just can't like hit on the lassies that cut your hair.
No. No, I get a massage.
That's the only.
I get a massage the same day as well, like because
I get yours for £8 because they still give you a kid's haircut because they just assume that you're.
Well, no, because I'm really picky. Like I won't let anyone else cut my hair, so I've been with Vicky for 10 years or whatever now, maybe. Because like the last hairdresser what I had, I was shagging his daughter, and then that didn't go doing well. So
obviously,
I couldn't go back to him.
I wonder what could have annoyed him.
And then so I had to start.
So I take it you've just not had your haircut then?
No, what? No. I'm growing it out. I'm going to be like a wee mini you.
No, you're not. My hair's getting pretty long now. Like. I start notice when it's getting long because, see, when I have a shower and then dry it, it's still like wet after the fact. That's when you can. It's getting long.
That's female problems.
You can spend like 10 minutes with a towel like drying it, and it's like you sit down and there's still like water dripping down your neck, and you're like, oh.
Do you not blow dry it? Aye. Do you not blow dry it?
Nah.
Look how fucking ravishing you'd look.
I know. Like think how fluffy it would be.
I didn't have a blow dryer. Get what I mean?
I'll
That's
get you
why.
in.
Why the fuck do you have a blow dryer? I'm not wanting your mother's blow dryer.
Oh, she's got short hair. She doesn't need it, man. She can towel dry. Sam, I just want to see your hair going all like luxury and like woo, silky, wee silky, fluffy.
I was actually going to try and keep it a bit shorter this year, but that's kind of been kicked in the head with this whole virus thing. So basically, guess it's getting long.
What you're saying, the universe is telling you to keep your hair long.
Well, the thing was, I was supposed to have like fucking 3. Like I had the stag do, so I got a cut for that in February, and then the wedding was meant to be in May, so I was going to get like cut again for that if it was like too long, and then the wedding would have been next weekend actually. Well, and then I had another one. There was Adrian's wedding as well at one point. We were supposed to go to that, but that was March. Got fucking cancelled. And I had another one later in the year as well, but that's been cancelled too. So it was like, because I had a wedding like every 3 months, it was like my hair will be reasonably short, but not anymore. So fuck it.
I've got a Joe Rogan t-shirt on. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. I'm sure he's fair chuffed with that.
He's Joe Rogan.
That you know about?
Yeah, is that the president? Yeah. I've got that on.
He definitely listens every week. Like
he might. You don't know.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. And he's like, oh my god, he's
definitely sure that he does not listen.
Joey Diaz.
He's fucking busy for that shit.
He's on lockdown.
Joey Diaz. Mate, Joey even Diaz. In lockdown, Joe Rogan's going to be far too fucking busy for this.
That'd be great. Fuck it, Joe Rogan.
Do you know one thing what annoys me? One thing that annoys me about it is the fact that see on his Instagram, he's fucking like, it's that elk. But see when he fucking cooks the elk with jalapenos and that, man, I'm like, you lucky bastard. Like,
to be fair, he's hunted and killed it and fucking cooked it himself.
I know, but it looks so good. Like, and it's at Traeger Grills. I don't think it's him. I think it's the Traeger Grills.
I think it's because he kens what he's doing.
But it looks.
I think it's probably because he's been hunting for quite a while and cooking the animals for quite a while, so he's quite experienced at it. I think that's probably what. I
tried smoking a joint the other day, man. Like, and
cool.
Sorry, what?
tasted
I
it.
assume you mean you tried to smoke a piece of meat.
Yeah. So
How did that go down for you? Terribly, I assume.
No, it was really nice. It was just I would get a different cut of meat next time.
What did you use?
See,
I used brisket. I tried to smoke a brisket American style, but it was rolled, and I should have unrolled it before I started smoking it.
Smoke a rolled brisket. It can't get into the meat if it's fucking tightly rolled together. If you're going to smoke that, you'd need to leave it for like fucking 3 days.
No, I was. I just had to take the fucking Kennedy elastic.
No, mate, I done it in 10 minutes.
No, Kennedy elastic bands. I never took them off it and unrolled it.
Well, you should have. That's what I'm saying. If it was rolled, you'd have had to leave it for 3 days. Whereas if you unrolled it, then you'd have been fine.
That's what I was going to say about Joe Rogan, and you talking about like how good his shit looks. I feel like for him, see if he's like, I didn't care what I'm doing with cooking this. He could phone like Heston Blumenthal or some shit and be like, mate, what am I doing?
Oh, that Traeger grill does it all for him.
All right.
Just feels like we'll just
that Traeger grill is a fucking beast. To be fair, he just like throws it in, sets the timer and what he wants with it, and it adjusts its same temperature based on like how he's wanting it cooked and shit like that. Aye,
looks unreal, man.
Like spritzes it with water and that. It'd be great.
Why do we not get that kind of shit?
We do.
What?
You can order a Traeger grill the new.
It's mere American thing. Like, imagine the price of imagine try to get that fucking shipped across here, man, and fucking like cost thousands.
Traeger Grill UK, £500.
Aye, that's why.
Fuck off.
There's one for £1,000 as well.
Yeah.
No, the yen what he's
1,500.
got is like fucking. Who'd expect?
£2,000.
Aye.
There we go. Aye.
Because he's loaded as fuck, Banjo. That's why he has these things and you didn't.
How do you spell Traeger?
It's not because he lives in America. It's not because he lives in America.
It is.
It's because he's famous and rich. That's why he has these things.
Why can he get this really expensive
all
stuff?
Americans have got this.
No, Ken, what the thing is as well, right? See on his podcast, if he's like, I really like Traeger grills, Ken, what happens? Traeger grill's probably like, oh, cheers, man. Here's a Traeger grill.
Aye.
Ken, what I mean?
His pal that owns the company.
So he's a money grabbing little cunt.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't take money off it though. He doesn't do any sponsorships and stuff. The only stuff he shouts out is like stuff that he uses and that he likes.
Yeah, and then they'll see that and be like, "Oh, here's this.
Aye.
Mate. Cheers for helping a brother out," kind of thing. Like,
there's a.
That's the thing. See when you're rich and famous, Banjo, you don't have to pay for as much because people will just give you shit.
I've got a fucking podcast. Hey, where's my free shit?
Aye, mate, we've got like fucking
like,
100 listeners. Our listeners have actually, like, I was talking to Kev about it. Because of the lockdown, like every podcast is getting way less listeners, and I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that's good.
See, I've stopped listening to Joe Rogan, like, because I'm not at work.
Because you listen at work or at the gym and shit, and like nobody's doing that, so it's like, oh, cool.
But
Ken who's probably got too much time on their hands. Did you see this? Big fucking Elon Musk tweeted that he thought that he tweeted, I think Tesla's stock price too high, IMO. The stock price tanked by 10% in less than an hour after it. He wiped billions off the value of the company off of one tweet. That's a motherfucker that's got too much time in his hands.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
So, right, Banjo. See, let's just... I'll put it up here.
Take a breath.
So, yesterday at 10 past 11, right?
Okay.
This is American time, I'm pretty sure. I think. I'm not 100%. But... yesterday at 10 past 11, the stock was worth $761.31 US, right? Per share. He tweeted, I think the stock price is too high, IMO. Less than an hour later, it was worth 686.93. So it literally lost, what, 85-ish? Kind of fucking... 85 points, yeah. In less than an hour because of one tweet. He wiped billions off the value of the company by doing that.
Why did he do it?
Because he's a fucking idiot. And then he started tweeting things like, I'm selling almost all my physical possessions, will own no house. My girlfriend at Grimes, or fucking Twitter, is mad at me. That was another one of his tweets. Like, he just went on this tweeting fucking rampage and like totally fucking wrecked all the shit. Just one stipulation on sale. I own Gene Wilder's old house. It cannot be torn down or lose any of its soul. Rage against the dying light of the consciousness. Like, and then he started tweeting parts of the American national anthem. He's like losing his shit. Like,
that cunt's a fucking alien. Like,
Mate, it's absolutely mad. But that was the thing I saw. I was like, Jesus Christ. Imagine being that bored that you're just like, I'll just wipe fucking 14 billion off the value of my company. It's fine. I don't give a fuck.
So if he went the opposite way with that tweet and was like, oh, I think my thingy's too low, then get it out. Nah.
Folk could have been like, aye, shut the fuck up. I'll decide.
That's how it works. That's how the stock market works, man. You need to tweet certain things.
Yeah.
Did you see?
He done it a few years ago, and then it like wiped a bit of money off it again, like before that, and the like stock, whoever it is, the SEC or some shit like that, the fucking financial regulator in America was like, see, before you tweet now, you have to pass that tweet through your lawyers because you might be intentionally doing this to like fuck with the stock price or some shit like that. And he was like, aye, alright. And then I think Wall Street Journal got in touch with him about this tweet and were like, oh, did you pass it through your lawyers? And he was like, nah.
Don't give a fuck, mate. I'm loaded enough to care.
Did you see after Trump's announcement about fucking injecting bleach?
Yeah.
Did the stock prices for bleach went up?
Fucking
did you see that?
I seen that emergency services were getting way more calls about it. I seen a headline, like, I didn't read the article because I was like, America, fucking idiots, obviously. But yeah, it was something like, 911 or whatever reported a major increase in bleach related fucking stuff. I was like, oh,
that's bad, like, man.
America, right?
To be fair, like, see, I watched a side by side comparison, like, Obama and Trump when they killed fucking, what was it? They killed
Bin Laden.
Aye, and Trump killed fucking this other guy, and like, what was it? Obama took it like well nicely, like, okay, and there was a firefight, Ken, and
it was in the set.
We shot him, aye. And Trump was like, yeah, we shot him and he died like a dog. It's like, what the fuck, man? Oh, it was fucking hilarious. But and then he started trying to sell his own book or whatever.
Second photo, Trump.
It was like a video.
To monitor the Special Operations Commandos closing in on Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the former leader of ISIS in Syria. Didn't he say, aye, that's it, like you can't that name?
Just that's exactly, just it was in the tip of my tongue there.
I just recognised
al-Baghdadi.
I just recognised the daddy part, and I was like, aye, that's him, that's the man. He died like a dog.
He's such a fucking tit.
He's funny as fuck though, man. He should not be president, but he's fucking well funny.
I don't know what's happening with the elections this year in America. Are they still going ahead?
Tulsi Gabbard.
I mean, it's. I could just about put money on Trump winning now.
Oh, he definitely will.
Like, Biden seems a bit mental.
He's dead now. Like,
well, he's not dead.
Oh, he's
apparently Kim Jong-un's dead.
No, the surgeons and that saved him, but he was fucking.
They had done a thing today. Fucking what you call it? Appears in public. There you go. Kim Jong-un has appeared in public for the first time in 20 days. North Korean state media says.
Is it
reports the North Korean leader cut the ribbon at the open of a fertilizer factory. Nice.
That cunt's making bombs, man.
Is it him though?
Here's a conspiracy theory though. Maybe it's like the dictator, and it's not actually him. It's just a lookalike. Mm-hmm.
Nah, but apparently, he's got like a weird mark on his wrist that could say that he had some sort of cardiovascular procedure.
Yeah, well, that's what they were saying, wasn't it? That he had like a heart condition or some shit like that. Yeah.
He looks like he struggles to walk, and he's only like 30-something, isn't he?
It's because he's like 4 foot with all that weight.
It's because he's like 4 foot. I don't know how old he is.
He's 34.
Kim Jong Un. You got a guess, Deke?
He looks about 50, but
35?
12 at the same time.
36.
Oh, didn't he got 35, you dick, man? I guessed 34.
Mate, he's just got fucking, what is it, the price is right?
He's got prices rated.
You
Get it fucking uppy.
I guess $200. I guess $201. Get that ready.
It's not my fault I had a better guess than you.
You took your guess off of mine.
No, but I did that.
Speculation about Mr. Kim's health began after he missed the birth anniversary celebrations of his grandfather.
Oh, his birthday.
No, his granddad's birthday.
His granddad, who is also, by the way, still head of the country, even though he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah.
What?
Aye.
It's a thing. It's like Kim Il Sung was the guy that, like, I'm pretty sure he was the guy that made them like North Korea as we know it today.
Yeah.
And he was like the grand dictator man, and he's like, in theory, still the grand fucking head honcho man of the country, even though he's
founder
dead.
of North Korea. Yeah.
What about King On-un fucking
Kim Jong Un.
King Kong's
Kim Jong-un.
dad? What about him?
He's second in command.
And then the Kim Il-sung's fucking third.
Kim Jong Un's third in command.
And then there's his sister Kim. What was her name? Jong.
I bet she's a right slag. I bet she's like the wee slapper that shags everybody. Like. I bet she's like, I'm not like my family, but I'll let you lick my bum hole.
Jong.
That's it.
Kim Yo Jong?
Yeah.
Is that how you'd say that?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. She's 32. And they were like, oh, she's going to be taken over. And everybody was like, oh, she's a fucking mental case or some shit.
Sounds a bit right.
They're all kind of mental cases.
Well,
I bet she's a slag.
Kim Il Sung is the eternal.
Bet she's a slag.
Wait, what the fuck is it?
I bet she fucks like the cleaners and that, and like the little pool boy, and just for the fucking shits and giggles.
Apparently, she's a fucking mad fucking cow.
But I think she's either got to be like a total dime piece or short, fat, and like a wee bowl cut.
She's kind of neither. She's not short and fat. Well, it's hard to tell if she's short because she's like standing next to people whose height I don't know.
I mean, she's Korean, so she's probably pretty short.
Yeah. She's not fat though.
No. Would you sleep with her like after a couple of drinks?
Yeah. Let me find a better picture. What was the drinking? After Jaeger zombies, probably. But
imagine if Kingy on fucking's listening to this and it's like, you are talking about my sister.
At least
Kim Jong Un.
Can you at least say their fucking names right instead of just saying Kim and
Their names well complicated though, because it's like got like three different.
It's three syllables. Oh my god!
Right, they're all Kim. So all you have to remember is Jong Un.
Is it Kin or Kim? Like
Kim.
Is it like my auntie Kim or Kin as in next to kin?
Kim, Kim, as in Kim Kardashian, Kim Jong Il, Kim Il Sung.
See, it doesn't roll off the tongue though. You have to force yourself.
It does though,
doesn't it?
It doesn't roll off the tongue. You get in touch with Korea and fucking like Kim himself and be like, mate, your name doesn't roll off the tongue. It's making my life difficult on the podcast.
My pals are ripping the piss at me because I can't say your fucking name right.
Fucking tit, man.
I don't like it. I'll just call him.
But next week he'll make an announcement. Fucking Kim Il Bob is new and fucking in charge of North Korea because Ken Banjo wasn't too impressed with it. Fucking rocket.
I'll call him Kimmy. Uncle Kim.
Kitty dog.
He's big pals with Dennis Rodman, is he not?
Or was that Kim Jong Il that was big pals with Dennis Rodman?
Blah, 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 blah.
One of them, wasn't it?
He'll be pals with Epstein too, and he'd do.
I don't think he needs to worry about being pals with Epstein. To be honest.
What's happening with that anyway? Has that just been dropped off the earth or?
What?
Is that just been dropped, like left? Everyone's left the whole Epstein thing because of this whole
Epstein
because of the whole coronavirus. Just be like, oh, we'll release a virus just so everybody forgets about this fucking kiddie fiddler with Sex Island.
Apparently, he had his own office at Harvard after his 2008 conviction of some shit. What did he get? Soliciting sex from minors. So even after his 2008 conviction of soliciting sex from minor, he had his own office phone line at Harvard. Cool.
Oh, God. I'm curious to see what's happening with his wee roommate. Like, what's he up to?
Who are you talking about?
Epstein.
Epstein's roommate. Who's that?
Kind of big jacked fucking steroid.
I think you meant cellmate.
Aye, roommate. Buddies.
Oh, his roommate.
His bunk buddies. I don't care.
It's like, who the fuck are you talking about?
I want to come with.
When the fuck was Jeffrey Epstein flat sharing with somebody?
I want to come what he's up to, man.
Here is a report from the 14th. Oh, it's from the Daily Mail. So Ken, let's just. Oh, ad blocker. Jeffrey Epstein's former cellmate demands an inquiry into how crucial security footage from the night of paedophile's first suicidal attempt was destroyed by mistake. That's the headline. It's Daily Mail, so I'm not going any further.
But if say that cunt's got like 5 year left in jail, and say he's got about 20 grand in the bank, the new. If he leaves, if he does his time, right, and then fucks off and like buys an island for like 100 million, surely there's something going on there. Like,
No, he's done his time.
but where did they get this wee fucking suspect money? Like,
Mate, that's what happened.
He
money.
invested in the stock prices of fucking.
Mate, he shorted Tesla yesterday.
Tesla.
He shorted Tesla yesterday. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
He bailed.
That's what he did, man.
Him and
He was
Elon
like,
Musk
I
go
see
way
this
back.
coming.
Yeah. Nah, man, I'm telling you, like, if he buys an island, like, that cunt should be chucked back into jail.
Banjo, he's not a guy buying an island.
Guy buying
Like, don't even worry about it. Come on, please.
Telling you, like, man. Honestly, he's been got some money slipped under
Was the
that
UFC
table.
not wanting to buy Jeff Epstein's island?
Oh, but it wasn't the same island. They'd be fucking dead wee lassies built underground.
Like
They were trying to buy an island for the fights. I don't know. I didn't look into it much because I was like, Dana White's a fucking crazy motherfucker that just says anything. And I'm like, oh, cool. Nice.
I
Don't
hope
know
they
whose
did
island
anyway.
it was.
Imagine if it was the same island.
what is
with
that noise, man? Fucking hell!
It's the movement of my mic stand.
Oh, Jesus, man!
Still, it's totally fucked.
Where the fuck's my tea? Oh, it's cold.
It will be. We've been sitting here for 45 minutes, mate.
Oh, maybe it was previously owned by Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh Jesus, man, they would be dead lassies
well, he's dead
underground.
now. He doesn't own it anymore. does
Yeah,
he?
no, well, he used to like fucking like not the most recent one. It could be a different one.
Did they ever search his island? Like, what's happening with that?
Nothing suspicious going on there, man.
Aye, but like, surely it's been
Just one man in his island.
because it would have like a big hoose in that on it, and like fucking.
Nah, mate, he was living like fucking Tom Hanks in Castaway. Like what?
Him and Wilson.
Fucking billionaire. I'll buy an island, but I've not got any money left for a house. All right. Like,
Aye,
I'm
but
in
like,
private planes with the fucking
what's happening with that though? Like,
with royal
Nobody
families and
cares.
politicians from all over the world. Sleep in a tent, mate. It's a pop up.
like, would that be dug up to see if there's any bodies and shit?
probably. Aye.
Or
Why don't you fucking Google it and find out?
Yeah,
Why don't you
do
just
ken how
like?
Google
no,
works?
because you
Aye.
have a go at me when I'm on
You're
my
asking-
phone and that, so I'm like, I'm not going to bother.
You're always on your phone.
I'm not. It's sitting on my lap now. I'm not touching it.
You've got a computer in front of
Is
you.
my mic on?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. No, I can't touch the laptop because like it'll fuck it up. I just
Whatever.
I mean, you
Guess we're
can't.
moving on then.
You're able to use Google after we finish the podcast.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but like, if somebody's listening, Google it for me. Just like leave a comment. Just be, is the island for
How do-
sale? Like, are they ready
Aye.
to sell it?
Of course, it will be.
Like already?
You can't afford it, mate. Don't even worry
How
about
much is an island?
Kim Jong Il will put a fucking thing.
it. Couple of mil.
He'll bid on it.
Depends on the size of the island, then. Because Greece, when they went into a financial fucking meltdown, they were selling islands. You could buy them for like a couple of mil here and there, but then, like, if it's a big island, obviously it's a lot more.
I'd like to buy a wee island.
Islands for sale.
Valued at 63.87 million.
Aye,
Oh.
quite expensive.
Yeah, the Greek islands were. Yeah, they were using that to pay off their national debt, weren't they?
Yeah. Rangyai Island in Thailand, Asia, 160 mil. Pumpkin Key, Florida, United States, 95 mil.
See if you bought your own island, could you make up your own laws?
No.
How?
No, you're not suddenly a sovereign nation.
Could you not just make yourself a wee country?
No.
No.
See how
It's
I
not
just
how it
said
works,
you
mate.
can't become a sovereign nation, and then
Why?
you went, "Can you not become a country?" That's the same question.
Well, why?
Because it's not you. For fuck's sake.
Well, if I've bought
You
it for
can't
100
use it-
million and be like, oh, this is Banjo Land, like, keep the fuck off.
This is bad.
Mate, that's worse than Epstein's Island.
But I don't see why I can't just make up my own laws.
Because you're not a sovereign country, like Deke said.
Well, how
Buying the island
He
off of
doesn't
the
care what
country.
that means.
Mate, you're buying the island. I've never bought an island myself, but I would assume what happens is, say, I'm looking at you in here, Pelican Island, Antigua, Caribbean. I assume you buy that off Antigua under the, like, knowledge, with the knowledge that you're going to be subject to Antiguan law, I would assume. Same here, there's one in Tonga, like Mona Island Resort? Tonga, South Pacific. I would assume that is under Tongan law.
What's that waters? Kind of waters where it's like nobody's got like fucking
the Bermuda.
International water.
Aye. Say there was an island.
About the Bermuda Triangle there.
Say there was an island in the middle of that. Could I make up my own laws then?
That's subject to maritime law, I think.
What the fuck does that mean?
Do you know what maritime means?
No, gloves. I don't know. You
can't buy an
gloves.
island there because nobody owns it if it's in international waters. You couldn't buy an island in international waters.
Yeah, you couldn't buy it because who do you buy it from?
Yeah, so nobody owns it. That's international.
Could
waters.
I take over then?
International Banjo. The terms international waters apply where any of the following types of body of water transit. Oh my god, this is a fucking thing. Ocean, seas, and waters outside national jurisdiction are referred to as the high seas. There you go.
So if I found that island, I can claim it and then be like, "This is Banjo Land." Like I'm going to shoot everybody.
Probably.
I go for it.
And then
why not?
I'll make my own laws.
Let's know how it goes. And you can do your little paint by numbers things and like sell them on the fucking island in the middle of nowhere. Don't think UPS will pick it up your packages, but sure, go for it.
Aye, sure. Aye.
Here we go. National airspace, international waters, international jurisdiction per common heritage of mankind. Here we go. Is a principle of international law that holds the defined territorial areas and elements of humanity's common heritage. Laws of the Sea Treaty. I'm not reading
right,
this.
Say,
this is like fucking...
hypothetically, right, say Scotland became independent.
Right.
And we had nothing to do with Europe or England or fucking anything like that.
Right. Yep, and that's what independent means.
Yep, and we were just ourselves. And
again, that's what independent means.
Yep, and I bought Scotland.
You can't buy Scotland.
How?
Because you cannot... You're a fucking idiot.
How? If I had enough money, how could I not buy it?
Banjo, who are you going to buy it from?
Who owns it now?
It's owned by the people of the country, effectively.
Well, I'll give it.
You're thinking the government. You're thinking this is what's happening in your mind right now. You think that Nicola Sturgeon owns Scotland and Boris Johnson owns Great Britain, and that Nicola Sturgeon's just renting off of Boris. That's not how it works.
Nah,
right?
Nah. But
if you want to take this approach, right, Nicola Sturgeon is effectively the caretaker of the country, right? She doesn't actually physically own it.
Right, well, I'd buy her out too.
Like, you can't buy her out.
She would. She would take a couple million, like.
No, she wouldn't.
Oh, a couple hundred.
Like back in the day.
Countries aren't owned by anyone.
Right, so say I went to the Scottish people. Say I went to the Scottish people, and I was like, right, everybody, I'm Banjo. I'm going to give yous £20 a week into your wage, and I'm going to buy this island as well, but I'm paying yous £20 on your wage.
£20 and for that's your bribe is £20.
£20 a week,
and I own this fucking island. And if everyone agrees, I'll be like, nice one. I own Scotland now.
No,
you can't buy a country. That. Nobody owns the country.
Aye, but if I got the Scottish people and everyone agreed to get this wee bit of fucking money in their payslip.
No, Sean, no. Because what would happen is all of the
Fran when he calls you Sean.
all of the other countries would be like, "What the fuck, drink your dead."
Well, this is Banjo Land. Fuck you, you got nothing to do with this.
The UN, particularly the United Nations,
we're not part of them.
Like,
we're in. Look at North Korea. North Korea get to do what they want.
They've got a dictator.
So I'll be the dictator. I'll buy everybody out, and then I'll be like this is.
Wait, dictators don't buy the country out, and that's how they become dictators. They take over with military force and kill people that disagree with them. Like,
I'll be nice about it.
Kim Jong-un, Kim Il-sung was just like balling and was like, here's like £20 for everybody. It's not how it worked. He had an army and was like, check this shit out, and killed everybody that disagreed.
Apparently, the United States has a law called the Guano Island Act, which is rarely used in modern times. It gives rights to claim any island which is not currently being inhabited by another nation.
There you go.
If it's not, you can possibly claim the island simply by relocating there.
See? So
But-
I can.
Right.
Angel, fuck off to the middle of the Atlantic and do
I
so.
would if there was an island and I get to
That was
bring
a
my
really
piggy
polite way
bank.
of just saying, get in the fucking sea.
I would just use.
Angel, do you think there's maybe a reason why people haven't colonized those islands yet? Do you think maybe that they're dangerous to live on because the sea is like quite treacherous in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean?
I just think folk haven't
and
found
there's
them
things
yet.
like fucking shut the fuck up. It's like Atlantis, right? Atlantis is actually out there. We've just not seen it yet.
Could be. Could be.
Fucking hell.
Could have been on an island and then the sea, global warming fucking melted all the ice and it just water went over the wee island.
Aye, I mean that could happen to your island as well.
No,
That's
no,
maybe why nobody's bought any of these
I'll
islands.
build a wall.
I'll build a wall.
I'll trump
That'll
it.
protect you from the. That'll protect you from like the hurricanes and shit that form at sea. As
I
well,
know.
won't it?
I'll do it kind of like the Simpsons when they get the dome in that. I'll get the dome. I'll make a dome for it.
You got to fund this by selling your piggy banks.
Oh, aye, and paint by numbers. Buy it for £50, sell it for
Can you
65.
Can you imagine that book when it came out, man? How I
Right.
turned a SpongeBob SquarePants piggy bank into my own sovereign nation.
You know what I mean? Like fucking Jesus.
I'd be on fucking Oprah in a year.
It's gotta take you more than a fucking year, mate. I'll tell you that.
What if you made it an artificial island?
You can do that, yeah.
What? So I can just build an island somewhere.
Aye.
Banjo, how
Get a
would
sh-
you
get
go
a
about
shovel-
building an island?
Get a shovel and a wheelbarrow, see how long it takes you.
I get hundreds of
You made that
Lilos.
seem like that was just like, oh fuck, I could do that in a couple of weeks. I'm on lockdown now. I've got time.
I've got nothing to do.
I'd get hundreds of
Social
Lilos.
distancing to the extreme, mate.
I'd
Can't
sell
get
it.
the virus if I'm dead in the middle of the Atlantic. Lol.
Been up too much. Created an island, declared it a sovereign nation.
Got invaded. It was a good weekend.
Uncle Kim just came in and invaded me with his slaggy ass sister.
Aye, Banjo, how would you go about building an
I'd
island?
get hundreds of Lilos to start off with and sell them all together.
Alright, that's how Dubai did it as well.
I'd get a wee anchor and just anchor it so it does. I don't know, float about everywhere.
Lilos in an anchor, that's how you make an island.
And then I'd start small and then keep building away.
Then I'd paint more piggy banks and buy more Lilos.
I'll use the canvases for my paint by numbers for like steps in that. Just as a hard floor for the Lilos.
Aye. That's what'll definitely happen.
Or I'll just
You're a fucking
I'll
tit.
dump hundreds of sand and concrete into the sea, and then it'll eventually hit the bottom and then build up, and then I'll have my own wee island.
That's a bit more like what Dubai did. Was it Dubai or Abu Dhabi that done it?
They just started building into the sea. With sand.
Was it Dubai?
Is that all they did? Just dump hundreds of dirt and concrete into the sea, and then
They just
eventually
take it out the
build
desert
around?
and dump it into the sea, and then they've made more land
Yeah,
essentially.
it was. The Palm Islands are 3 artificial islands on the coast of Dubai.
I've been on an artificial island before.
How did they do it? Construction resources involved. Here you go. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
5.5 million cubic meters of rock brought from over 16 quarries in Dubai. 94 million cubic meters of sand brought from deep sea beds, and 210 million cubic meters of rock, sand, and limestone. There you go. So that's all you really need.
Does
is what?
limestone not
Over-
like rot away?
Over 300 million cubic meters of raw material, and you've got an island, mate. You've got 3 islands if
Hey.
you did that.
So I only need 100
You,
a million.
you just need to own, right? This is all you need to own. You only need to own 16 quarries in Dubai, have a way of pulling 94 million cubic meters of sand from deep sea beds,
don't know why
6
it's three,
miles
I only
from the
want
coast
one.
of Dubai. Well, 30 million. And then you need, then on top of that, you only need to get 210 million cubic meters of rock, sand, and limestone. You could probably get that in Dubai. So just tear up Dubai.
No, ours is
The
granite.
ocean.
We've got granite. We're built on granite. It's
Oh well, that's that fucked in.
Do us all a favour and just throw Dopey in the water, and then it'll be fine. I mean, you'll have your own island. You can call it whatever the fuck you want.
He's a bit jealous. I'll charge entry in Banjo Land, and then just be like, £5 entry.
£5 entry, £1 drinks on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Banjo makes Hive the island.
It's somebody's just tore a fucking arm off. Does anybody want free for the gift shop? There's a free piggy bank.
There you go, Banjo. You could claim a 1.6 million kilometre square as yours, the largest unclaimed territory in the world.
Where's that at?
Marybird Island.
Whereabouts?
Marybird Land.
Whereabouts is that?
The west coast of the Antarctic.
Better get your jacket on, son.
I don't like the cold.
I don't like the cold.
What about the Bermuda Triangle? Is there not any islands there?
I don't know. What about it? You tell us.
I reckon.
It's the
What
thing in
happens in
red on the
Bermuda?
thing that I showed, that I've sent you in the Discord thing. It's the area I read. You can have all
Yeah.
that, Banjo.
Mate,
You just need
I
to
know.
claim it.
I'll have a look.
I know what it is. What do you think the Bermuda Triangle is, Banjo? What happens there? Why is it famous?
Is it not a myth though?
First off, where is it?
It's in Bermuda. Oh fuck it, that's a big bit of land.
I know.
It's in the Bermuda Triangle. It's in Bermuda.
Right. Step one complete.
Did you think that was a trick question?
I did.
Right. Why is the Bermuda Triangle famous?
Apparently, hundreds of planes and boats have crashed
Right.
there, lost communications. But apparently, it's a myth.
It's one of these conspiracy theories, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That we were going to do a podcast on, but just didn't.
Didn't.
Because it sucked balls. we just started arguing about gun control.
Yeah, we did. It was fun.
Mm.
It's also known as the Devil's Triangle or Hurricane Alley.
Mm.
Right.
It's known for the horrendous
Popular
weather.
cultures attributed various disappearances to the paranormal or activity by extraterrestrial beings. Fucking hell. Documented evidence indicates that a significant percentage of the incidents were spurious, inaccurately reported, or embellished by later authors.
I think it was. I think the weather may have fucked up like kind of electrical systems in it and stuff.
Same.
So I think that's why folk
Do
kind
you want to hear about the USS Cyclops?
Nah.
The incident resulting in the single largest loss of life in the history of the US Navy, not related to combat, occurred when the collier Cyclops, carrying a full load of manganese ore with one engine out of action, went missing without a trace, with a crew of 309 sometime after March 4th, 1918. Oh, 1918. Who gives a fuck, mate? Could lose anything in 1918. 55 was the last. No, 63. There was two US Air Force Stratotanker aircraft collided and crashed. Apparently that was the last big incident.
I think diabetes kills more folk.
Aye, mate.
It
Breaking
definitely
news.
does.
Breaking news. Diabetes kills more folk than the Bermuda Triangle.
Imagine.
Okay.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
Shock horror.
What a
Fucking
fucking knob you are, man.
True.
He was. I feel like you were fair chuffed with yourself for being like, Ken, diabetes will kill more folk than that. Obviously.
Bermuda Triangle's got fuck all. Yeah. So,
Do you ken where Bermuda is, Banjo?
aye, Caribbean.
You just googled it.
No, I never.
did you?
I'm genuinely not. I know it's somewhere hot. Bermuda's somewhere hot, so I was going to say
It's
Caribbean.
somewhere hot.
So it must be the Caribbean.
Yeah.
But it's crazy weather would be the Caribbean as well.
It's like Miami to Bermuda, Bermuda to like Puerto Rico, and then Puerto Rico back to Miami.
Yeah, that's the
That
triangle.
sort of area.
Ah.
But that's debatable, apparently.
So
It can vary.
if you get lost on the way to Puerto Rico, you can end up in the Bermuda Triangle.
You can end up anywhere, mate. You're going into the
Yeah.
sea.
Yeah.
That's how Christopher Columbus found America. He was looking for India and just was like, "Oh, here's America."
Yeah.
Like,
That,
you get lost, you can find anything.
That's why they called Native Americans
why they-
Indians for a while.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why
still
they
do.
call it lost. See, when you're lost, you can literally find anything because you don't know where you're going.
Find a polar bear.
Aye. You could if you got lost enough.
That was a shit TV show.
We spoke about this last week.
Yeah, we did. It wasn't a great conversation either.
Just slagging.
It was one of the. It was one of the contributing factors to why last week was such a shit fucking week for talking.
Have you seen Gangs of London yet? No.
Did you watch it, Banjo? Because we asked you to.
See, I knew I was going to get fucking brought into this. I knew somebody was going to bring it up.
Aye.
And yes, I did.
I knew somebody was going to ask me about this on
Ken,
this podcast where we talk about things we've been doing.
Because Ken, how Deke put in the chat when we were like, oh, last week was shit, we should maybe like try and have something to talk about. And Deke was like, how about Gangs of London? Maybe give it a watch. And you were like, I'm not going to do that.
Well, I assumed that you were going to watch it. And then,
I assumed you were joking.
And then tell me about it.
When Deke said, do you want
Watch
to watch this? You assumed that he was like just not referring to you.
I thought he was talking to you and be like, we can sell it to Banjo on the podcast. But yes, I did watch it.
Right. What happened in episode 1?
I don't know episode 1. I staggered it. I like to mix it up. I watched the one where they got where they got burnt alive.
Episode 1.
Yeah. So.
Literally the first scene.
That's the only thing you've seen in it is the guy getting burnt alive.
And
he watched the trailer. That's what he did. He watched the fucking trailer, and at the start of the trailer, it's the guy getting burned alive, and then he'll say another bit from like episode 8 or something. That's what he means when he said staggered it.
And I seen a bit where they got poisoned.
Right?
Yeah.
I've not seen that, but yeah, it's true for that.
And by the way,
nice.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So it was really good. I enjoyed it. And
mm-hmm. What did you think of the other main characters?
Just
not. Did you ken their names?
They're just not my cup of tea, to be fair, man. I'm terrible with names.
Nah.
It's just folk from London. I just can't. And the gangs and stuff. The gangs.
Just folk from
the gangs are. I don't.
Mate, you've hit it on the head.
I know.
You've hit it right on the head.
It's just all these gangs for London.
It's bad,
Aye,
like.
I didn't get it.
The amount of stabbings and like the moped gang. I don't like them.
Moped gang.
It's apparently they're pretty bad in London. My auntie was telling me that they were stealing handbags and stuff.
Cool.
And,
well, that's that then.
Mm-hmm.
There's a breakdown of Gangs of London for you. Then watch it.
I just didn't get the premise of the show. It's just it's
uh,
all these folk from London in gangs.
Just fighting each other and that. Folk getting set on fire and stuff.
There's a lot of drugs and stuff involved as well. So.
Drug use.
So,
what's their drug of choice in Gangs of London?
Oh fuck, anything what they can get harder. So,
it mainly revolves around smack, which you've got a bit of experience with.
Terrible. all my exes.
After being with you, they're like, I need somebody to take the edge off. Give me some smack. I need somebody to calm me down after that fucking hellish relationship.
I need another body orgasm as much as Banjo gave me. Give some smack. That's what it was.
Aye. That's what it was.
So I enjoyed it. It was very ravaging.
Did you? The another thing we asked you to watch was the Assassin's Creed trailer. Valhalla.
Yes, I did watch that. I watched that.
That was only about 3 minutes long.
Yes.
So please tell me you at least watched that.
He stabbed him in the fucking eye.
He did die.
And the bird came. The bird came and he was like, "Oh, everyone, the bird's here," and everyone stopped.
The raven.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't a raven, was it?
Yep.
Aye, that's Odin's bird.
I thought it was usually an eagle. I thought the bird was named Odin.
Odin's the god that they worship, and in mythology.
But they said that they didn't worship gods.
They have Norse gods.
They said that they were godless.
Thor is a fucking Norse god.
Who?
Like what? Thor, Ken, the guy from the Avengers.
Aye.
He's a Norse god.
Well, he's fake, hog. Like he's a made up character. Let's Ken.
Mate, you're talking about God. Of what?
He's based on Norse mythology.
Yeah.
Like Odin, the Allfather.
Yeah.
I thought Odin was the bird.
No.
The bird is a representation of Odin. The thing in Greek Norse mythology was when you've seen a raven, it was Odin giving you a sign or watching over his lands and shit like that. Like Odin was a symbol. The raven was a symbol for Odin.
That's why would he choose to be a raven? That's a pretty shit god. To like.
I don't fucking
because that was their bird.
Choose a falcon,
choice.
but it was
Is there falcons in Scandinavia? I don't fucking.
I thought
know.
it was in
There's
England.
There's probably a lot of fucking ravens though.
I thought it was.
They're from Scandinavia.
I thought it was formed in England. I thought it was England.
Norse, Scandinavian.
I thought they were in England.
Mate, what is wrong with you?
It never spoke.
Like, seriously.
They were speaking.
Okay,
They were speaking in gibberish.
Banjo, Ken, how we fucking stay in the UK and we are all Norse fucking. We like worship Norse gods, aye, and we have all this Norse shit around us. We do a bit, but not so much.
I don't.
Scandinavia is where the Vikings are from. They attacked here. Doesn't mean their religion's from here. That's why we have Christianity as a major religion. Not saying that Norse is a major religion in Scandinavia. It used to be.
Yeah, you're talking gibberish to me.
No, I'm not.
I've
This is what it sounds like to be like have sense.
when you say
Tell
Norse, I'm thinking Norse code. Like I've no like beep 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 beep. No idea.
That's Morse. Morse. I'm saying Norse. Norse.
No idea.
You're a fucking it. Anyway, what do you think of the trailer? League? Seen his banjos.
It was really good. I enjoyed it, man. It was. I liked the bird, and I liked how it stabbed him in the eye. And yeah.
So all you've said for that, did you watch that trailer? I stabbed that guy in the eye. I didn't know Vikings were from fucking Scandinavia.
I didn't know they were Vikings.
Also,
I
that
just
guy
thought
got
they were
stabbed in
English.
the eye.
I thought they were English.
Right, Banjo, shut up. Dig, what do you think?
I was
you actually like the AC games. I'm a bit late.
What's the fucking point?
Jesus Christ, man. Fucking hell.
Assassin's
Creed Valhalla.
I can't do it justice after that fucking shining description.
Sponsored.
For me, I thought it looked good. There was somebody that made the point though, like on their website, because I tagged Kevin it because he's obviously really hyped for it.
Yeah.
That was like, I didn't see what this has got to do with Assassin's Creed anymore. Kind of
Well,
what
see,
I'd said before with like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I was like, it doesn't really have anything to do with the sort of story of like the Assassins and that.
Yeah, well, this is what I was thinking as well when I watched it. So when I watched it, I was like, this looks... The trailer almost shot for shot. You could match up with an episode of Vikings, the TV show.
Aye.
Like, even the bit where the Banjo's talking about with the bird, when he's like, Odin is here.
Aye.
Like, that's literally scene one, episode one from fucking Vikings. And I'm like, all right, cool. But when I was thinking about it more, I was like, what was Origins, and then it was Odyssey, and then it's Valhalla. Or like the 3 new games in the series. I feel like they're going totally away from what it was before. Like, they're just like, aye, that's cool, but we're kind of done with that now. I think they've kind of realised that maybe their story that they had before had a bit of an expiration date and it wasn't really going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I think now they're just going a completely other direction. Which I'm like fine with if the games are fun. But I feel like, for me anyway, I played Odyssey and the story is not memorable at all. Like, I don't remember anything about the fucking story. But I remember quite a lot from the stories from like Assassin's Creed 1 and Brotherhood and 2.
Yeah.
Which I played like over 10 years ago at this point. But the games are more fun now, like, and fun in a different way, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you have a bit more variety. It's not just like you have to sneak about and like assassinate this guy. Like, if you want to, you can just run in with a big ass fucking axe and just slaughter every cunt.
Yeah, like it's not. I don't think you can really compare it to the old games anymore because they're not trying to be like the old games anymore.
Yeah,
they're trying to do something different.
I just think it's weird that they have the Assassin's Creed thing on it. Oh, apparently it's coming. Wait, what?
What?
19th of June. Fuck, man.
What?
It's on the It's coming on the 19th of June. Apparently, I didn't realize that.
No, it's holiday. It's holiday 2020. That's what the trailer said.
So who are the good guys and who are the bad guys?
The Assassins are good guys.
Yeah, and the old... I'm not sure too much about it now. I think it's the same. The Assassins are the good guys. That's who you play as. Like, Altair was the first game, Ezio was the second game, that kind of shit. And you're against the Templars, which are like this... Again, it's another like conspiracy theory type thing, where it's like they're trying to take over the world. And then it became like all about these ancient artifacts with mystical power and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm out. Cool. I don't know. Like, that's when I stopped caring about the story and was like, I didn't really get it anymore.
See, I never cared about like the story outside of the games, if that makes sense. Like, the whole point, like, anybody that's not played Assassin's Creed, basically you jump in this machine and it lets you see your ancestors' memories. I like the ancestors' memories bit. the outside of the machine when you started playing as Desmond. It was like, oh, there's this super ancient fucking race of space gods that are now all dead but can still talk to you as if they're still here. I'm like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, there was some of that in Odyssey, I remember.
That. Yeah.
There was like some space god temple thing that you were like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that was... Atlantis was basically made to be that.
Yeah.
They buried it under the sea so that nobody could ever fin it and shit, but then you fin it.
It's like, I feel like it's a stupid thing to say about a game, but I feel like if you just take the story out of it, it's still a fun game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, you're a single player based game, you should have a good story. And I feel like Odyssey didn't have a great story because I don't remember it a year after playing it.
I remember bits and pieces of it. Like, I did get into it, but like, I would have preferred it, like I'd said before, if it was just like you're a mercenary and you can do whatever you want. This is like, I suppose they have to be a bit more flexible with it because they're like, they give you a lot more choices in these ones.
Yeah.
So they can't really, I don't think they want to kind of thingy themselves into a corner sort of thing where they didn't have any other way to then expand on it.
Yeah.
But I think they could have done that easy enough with, like, by just leaving like the Assassin's Creed stuff out of it and just making it like a standalone game.
Yeah, but like the Assassin's Creed is what's going to sell it, you know.
Yeah.
Like just calling it Assassin's Creed that's why the Valhalla trailer's hype as it is, and that's why Odyssey was hype, and that's why Origins was hype because you're like, it's Assassin's Creed. Like I get what you're saying. Like if you just had a new series and it was these 3 games and took Assassin's Creed off of it, this game would be hyped by now. But I'm not sure that Origins would have been when it got released.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like you Assassin's Creed is more just like the way that they hype a game now instead of like,
it's like the upside down eagle head, skull, even for the symbol, like the kind of weird triangle thing that everybody sees.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the only thing that's in it now that had today with like the kind of original stories.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
It looks life, mate. I'm going to buy it. Like I'm not going to not play it.
It looks like Vikings, the TV show, and I'm like, if you like that, you'll probably like the game. I would guess. Like Banjo, you should probably get it just to learn a bit about fucking history and mythology. And
I've never understood Assassin's Creed. Even the first one, I just got lost.
Mate, that's been fucking blatantly obvious since we started this conversation.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm still trying to figure out.
You've been in about 18 years.
I'm still trying to figure out who's the good guy. If it was the Vikings or in the new one.
The Vikings are the good. Well, I mean, in the context of this story, you'll be a Viking,
so you
will be the good guy of the story. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. You always play as the good guy.
Yeah, but in history, debatable whether not really not the good guys. It's not even debatable. I mean, they killed and raped people, but like
they killed and raped people, but like got to respect their culture, Scott.
That's life, innit? But in this game, what I imagine the story will be like is
rape and
you're
plunder. That's life.
It'll be like the way that they'll put this story up is it'll be like, oh, you're the Viking guy and you're effectively Ragnar from the TV show, as I imagine how they'll set it up. And you're attacking England and all these villages, but trust me, these villages are run by very bad people, and that'll be the Templars that you're trying to take down. That'll be the way it's kind of.
Yeah,
that'll be the way it's
thing.
done.
Like, the guy that runs the town is a bigger bastard than you.
Yeah,
so that makes you the good guy.
I cannot kill people with axes, but I mean, this guy's really bad. Like. That's how they'll set it up. I don't know. Like,
like I say, I'm still going to play the fuck with it because apparently
I'll probably get it, but I feel like the story will be pretty dog shit based on my experience with Odyssey. If I can't remember it after a year, it's probably quite a dog shit story.
Yeah, probably.
And plus, it's EA makes it, innit? EA Ubisoft. Yeah, their stories in there. Yeah. They don't have many memorable ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll still buy it. It's Ubisoft that makes it.
Yeah, Ubisoft. I thought.
And like,
I'm a fucking idiot.
They're never anything special, but they're solid.
Yeah, they're good games. But it's not like gonna blow your hair back.
Yeah, it's the same with like Far Cry and stuff. Like they make Far Cry, and I'm like, I care what I'm getting.
Yeah.
With every Far Cry game, I just get a slightly different story and exactly the same gameplay, and I'm like, all right, sound. I'm quite happy with that.
And they'll like a different weapon. Like that's
like a different perspective kind of thing for the story in that.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I'm alright with it because like they are fun. They'll put in like a couple extra features, change some about a wee bit in that. Like,
I'll mix it up for sure.
I'm sound with that. Like,
I feel like it'll lean heavily into the boat thing that they had in Odyssey as well, but except this time instead of like going around Greece, it'll be like you'll sail from like Norway to like France or the UK or wherever the fuck it is you're like attacking.
I thought they'd lay out the map like you'll have a big ass fucking landmass at the bottom that'll be Europe, and then to the right you'll probably have like Scandinavia and that. Oh god. And then to the kind of left and maybe even near the middle of the map, I would think it'll be more like a kind of Scotland hybrid mix. You know what I mean?
It depends how big the map's got to be.
Oh, it'll be fucking huge.
Like, I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Okay.
What are you doing?
What?
That was his dad, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's how much Banjo's into this conversation. He's just like, games.
He's left.
I've got a sausage sandwich and a cup of tea.
Banjo's like, is there guns in it? Nah, didn't care.
Yeah,
I'm out.
that's exactly.
Do I get to be a soldier, man? No.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck.
No, that'll be Holiday 2020. That's what the trailer said anyway. So. But
I'm just trying to see if I could find like a kind of rough idea of what the map size will be, but I don't know.
they'll not have released that yet.
I mean, it'll be
no chance.
It'll be fucking way bigger.
Yeah, it'll be big,
I would assume.
but it's not
The
like...
thing for me is, I always hate it when it's like, oh, it's absolutely huge, but there's nothing in it. That annoys the fuck out of me.
I don't like when
I
don't like when you have to travel and it takes you like ages.
Like because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Like I like that about The Witcher. Like it was a big area, but it was filled with stuff to do.
Yeah, there was stuff in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you would just come across stuff like when you were going down the road and you were like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Aye. So I'm hype as fuck for Cyberpunk.
I don't like games where you can't run either.
Aye, no, I didn't like that either.
But when Cyberpunk out? September.
Ugh.
Mate, imagine it didn't get delayed.
I know,
It didn't get delayed.
I could have been ripping the heat after it right now.
It would have been the greatest 2 weeks of my life, these last 2 weeks being off.
You'd have finished it 2 or 3 times. 17th of September.
It would have been that. I'm pretty sure. See if it had came out on time, it would have been the highest selling game of all time because people would be
100%.
like, "I'm sitting at home and I've got nothing to do. I might as well buy it."
Yeah.
Like that would. This is the time. Like, see, April was it 23rd, March 23rd that we went on fucking furlough or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If your game released on like March 26th or 27th, you definitely sales are up.
Oh, for
if
sure.
it was a big game, if it was a AAA game, but mate, that would have been the time to do it. But, aye, we'll just have to wait and see. But if it comes out, if fucking Valhalla's out any time round about Cyberpunk, I'm not buying it. I'm buying Cyberpunk.
I'll probably end up buying both just because I'm quite an indulgent cunt like that. Because I usually get pretty lucky, like, because most new games normally come out round about kind of like November, so they can get the kind of big, buy me this for Christmas, mum.
Yeah.
Sales. So I usually get pretty lucky with like loads of stuff being around about my birthday. So I'm like, oh babe, I'm going to buy myself that and that. Can you buy me that? And then that's me sorted.
I'll just wait till Valhalla goes on sale probably because I imagine I'll be playing quite a lot of Cyberpunk.
Oh fuck, aye. I'll probably not like. Well, that's what I done with. Fuck, what was it? What was that I got? Because I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then 3 days later I got Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
So I played Assassin's Creed for a while, completely forgot that it existed till I finished Red Dead 2. Yeah. And then I blitzed through that. June 19th for The Last of Us 2. I'm going to try and do a Let's Play for it. I'm trying to finish fucking Last of Us 1 again, but I don't think I'm going to have time. Depends
if we're still on fucking lockdown and shit.
Yeah. I'll be able to either way. I'll be able to do like a Let's Play of it.
Yeah.
I like that game that we played.
Which one?
The
game.
The one where I won.
Quiplash.
Yep, that was it.
Cool.
Nothing like Quiplash.
It was.
You played The Last of Us.
Yeah, I've completed.
You did. You played the start of it.
Yeah, no, I've got it here. I've played it like.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I've completed it ages ago. I just never play it.
I love it, man. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. See, I can't keep playing games. Like same with films. If I watch a film, I can't watch it again for months. Same with games.
I know that makes sense. If you came with the story, and that's got to be.
Yeah.
But
I'm more into games for the campaign. I don't really like multiplayer. Like all the games that I've got and what I've played, it's all for the campaign. It's never for multiplayer. It's only COD for multiplayer.
I used to be like that as well, man. I play like a wee bit online in that, but that's normally just like if I'm playing Wayfolk. The only thing I really play online is like League of Legends because obviously it's only multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll tell you what I got the other day. Talking about League, Riot released their new shooter on beta, Valorant. I got a key for that. Been playing that a little bit.
Did you like it?
It's pretty good. It's like it's not balanced right now because it's beta. It's just been released, but it's like 5v5 shooter like Banjo will knock in, but it's like CS:GO. It's a PC game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty decent, except it's got like the characters are fucking more Overwatch style, where each one's unique and has its own abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Seems good. It's just
it looked good. Anything I've watched of it looked pretty fucking decent, man.
the gameplay is fun. It's just like it's really not balanced, and the fact that they don't have like ranked matchmaking yet means that sometimes you get put into a game with someone who's got like who's been playing it for like a month nearly. I think the beta's been out,
Yeah.
and you've just got it, and you're like, oh cool. I don't know what anybody does, and they're like one shotting you from across the map and shit. Because when it comes to games like that, like the tag shooters, it's about knowing the angles and like, if I peek this corner, I can like see through this door and like all this stuff, and you just get killed from places that you don't know, which is like it's kind of shite. But what I feel like once they bring ranked out, if they do a decent job of the rank system, it'll be right up there. Like the gameplay is solid, so I'm like, they've got something. It just depends how Riot go about it because Ryan's balance team's a fucking joke. I really hope they've got like an actual somebody that's balanced a shooter before, instead of just like, we'll get the league guys to do it because they fuck that up.
Like somebody that maybe used to work on like CS:GO or something like that.
Yeah, if they've got like a CS guy or like any like even an Overwatch guy or like something like somebody who's done it, but Overwatch maybe not because it's not a tag shooter, but like somebody if they've got somebody that can CS:GO and is like being able to balance a game like that, they'll have something because the gameplay is fun. It's like unique and different. Like it's what?
Here's a question for you.
Right.
Did you have PlayStation 2s?
Yes.
Back in the day.
Aye.
Have you ever heard of this game? I can't remember the name of it, right? But you had special powers, and it was like.
If you heard of this game, I don't know its name, but have you heard of it?
Well, I'm trying.
Have you heard of this game where you had special powers?
Aye, and it's like telekinesis, and like you got into a mental hospital and shit, and then, like you can like grab folk with your mind and shit, and then like throw folk about and stuff. Have you heard of?
Have you got any other details on that?
The guy's bald.
Right, so we've got a bald protagonist who has mad powers in a mental asylum.
Aye, but he guns into the mental asylum. I think he tries to break somebody out or something. I think this is just kind of one mission on it. And
what time period are we talking here?
Fuck, PlayStation 2 time. Like,
no, in game.
PsyOps 2?
That could be it.
How the fuck did you get that from that? A bald guy that has magic powers.
No, he's like
Google PS2 games with telekinesis.
Aye.
There's every chance it's definitely not that.
Could be it, like.
What time period? What time period was the game? Was it like medieval times or was it modern?
Oh no,
times?
modern.
Right. Not futuristic.
No. The guy just had.
Right.
It was really good. Like it was honestly, it was like before. See if they release you new like that on like PlayStation 4 or whatever, it'd be fucking unreal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're thinking of PsyOps. PSI Ops.
Yeah, I know how you spell PSYOPs, right?
Just the
PSYOPs,
case.
PS2.
Could be it, like. What are you typing in?
The Mindgate conspiracy.
For
Yeah, the guy is bald.
Wait,
the guy's bald.
What are you typing in Google?
PSYOPs.
Don't worry about it, mate. You don't know how Google works.
Bald guy.
Bald guy.
Telekinesis.
Fucking telekinesis. PS2.
PS2 games with telekinesis. Or you could just put in PsyOps and tell us if that's the right guy.
It's Second Sight, it's called.
Wrong.
No, it is. I've got it here. It's the first thing what came up.
St. Deke was wrong. Second Sight PS2. Alright, aye. I remember seeing the cover, but I don't remember playing it.
Fucking well good.
Shout out to Second Sight.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get a sequel?
No, did it fuck, man?
Couldn't have been that
Oh
good.
man, it
I
was
was just about to say that.
well good.
Second Sight game.
I think
Was there even rumours of a sequel?
No, I don't think so.
On August 15th, 2018, it was announced that THQ Nord, Scandinavia, have acquired the rights to the game.
What does that mean?
Sequel may be coming, mate.
It was pretty well received. Looking
What,
at
fucking
it, like,
10 years ago?
16 years ago, mate. Came out.
so you're shit out a lot.
2004. No.
Mate, if you want the soundtrack, Graham Norgate released it on his personal Bandcamp page for £4. There you go.
But mind, if you spend that £4, you might not be able to afford a piggy bank.
I know.
Aye. £4 or 4/5 of a piggy bank.
I'll take tech. You can pay me up.
In 2010, the game was included in one of the titles in the book 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die.
Oh, I'll happily die knowing I've played that.
I probably will need
It
it.
was well good though. Well good.
Ape Escape.
That was a
That's
game.
in there. APB, I played that. I played the PC version though. There's a lot of shit games on this list. Fucking hell.
Yeah. I want to see Legacy of Kain getting a remake. You remember them now? Like Soul Reaver?
Yeah, I played Soul Reaver.
Yeah, it's them. That kind of series of games. They were good, man. I like jumping a bit.
Guitar Hero.
Raziel eating souls and that.
Did you play Guitar Hero, Banjo? It seems like you're
No.
the kind of cunt that would.
No, I don't have the
I
coordination
did. I
for
used to
that.
love
Like,
Guitar Hero, man. I love Guitar Hero, man. It's well good fun.
I'm left-handed, man. It didn't work out for me.
You can put it on left-handed mode, you dick.
Oh, is that, I didn't ken. I never had it. I assumed like it was like a normal guitar, so
flip
I could
the guitar around.
Aye.
Nah, it makes it awkward.
Oh, that's hassle, mate. Fucking hell.
Fuck me. Right, I'm going to shit. I'm going for my lunch because I'm starving as fuck.
I've just ate a sausage sandwich.
It's just a sausage, mate.
Cup of tea.
I never asked, but okay.
I might have ate it too close to the mic. It was just in case
I didn't hear it. So
in case if you picked that up. No, because you hear me through my phone, not through my mic.
Aye. It's different.
Oh, that's true, aye.
So
Right, dickhead. Do your exit.
Do your exit, Banjo.
I'm getting a phone call. Can you take her for me?
Mate,
Banjo.
didn't do this.
Banjo.
Didn't think you're being funny.
I'm not. I've got a phone call.
Didn't think you're being funny by sitting there being quiet.
No, wait. My phone's ringing.
This is why he's got no pals.
Oh,
Seriously.
my God.
He's sitting there giggling to himself. Like,
No,
I know, like,
Bro,
Kevin, it's
my phone,
like
my
Joey when
phone
he's
was
hiding in
ringing
the
and it
box
cut
and you're
off the
filming
audio.
friends.
I'm sure.
Right, we'll get your fucking exit done then. Come on.
Can you hear me?
Aye. I'm sure, man.
It was-
He's being
Oh my
hilarious.
God. Hello, can you hear me?
Can he... Aye.
Oh,
you gotta do the exit.
my phone was ringing, so it cut off the audio.
Go to their exit and then
Right,
phone them back.
Thanks, guys, for listening to Something About Haggis podcast. This was episode 30 something. If you'd hit that like button, share,
33.
subscribe, just leave a comment. If you want to buy my piggy bank, you'll find it on Something About Haggis Instagram, and we're going for £5, £10 if you want Patrick with it.
£1 for
£10
cash.
for the Patrick.
Quid for cash.
It's more intricate.
Be on the OnlyFans. So thank you. Bye bye.
I guess. Aye. Bye.